So, today we're going to dive into a classic children's poem and really unpack a hidden lesson about, well, deception. But here's the twist. This little verse has a super surprising real world connection to a reptile sanctuary all the way over in India. Right, so how on earth do we link these two completely different worlds? Well, we're going to start with a puzzle, a central question that kind of bridges the gap between old school literature and modern day conservation. Okay, let's just put it right out there. How does a poem from Alice in Wonderland have anything to do with a crocodile bank in Chennai, India? It sounds pretty impossible, doesn't it? Just keep that question in the back of your mind because the answer tells us something really cool about how ideas can travel. All right, so our investigation starts with the poem. You might not know it by name, but it comes from the wonderfully strange mind of Lewis Carroll. Yep, the guy who wrote Alice in Wonderland. This quirky little poem is actually recited by Alice herself while she's tumbling through Wonderland. It's a perfect taste of the book's bizarre logic. So let's take a look at the words. So the poem kicks off with this really charming, almost respectable image, right? The crocodile isn't just lazing around. He's improving himself, polishing his tail and scales. It paints this picture of hard work and self-care, but trust me, Carol is setting us up. And boom, here's the brilliant twist. All that hard work? It's not for self-improvement, it's for hunting. He welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. That contrast between the friendly face and the deadly reality, that's the whole point. It's an absolute masterclass in deception. So, how exactly does Carol pull this off? Well, it's all about the clever way he uses language. Let's break down a few of the key words and the structure that makes this poem so catchy and so sneaky. First off, you'll notice he uses these old-timey words like doth. It's just an old way of saying does, but it immediately gives the poem this classic fairy tale vibe. Then you've got the word improve. Now, he's not improving his character or his morals, he's improving his appearance. It's a really subtle hint that this is all just a show to make him look more attractive to his next meal. The word cheerful, this is really the heart of the whole lie, isn't it? That grin isn't real. It's a mask, and it's designed to trick the little fish into swimming just a little bit closer. And finally, my favorite, the most ironic word in the whole poem, gently. Come on. A crocodile's jaws are many things, but gentle is definitely not one of them. This one word just perfectly captures the danger that's hiding behind that charming smile. And the whole thing is built with this really simple rhyme scheme, grin and in, claws and jaws. It gives it this catchy nursery rhyme feel. And that's what makes the dark message so creepy, right? It's a serious warning wrapped up in a sweet little song. Okay, so we've taken the poem apart, and we get its warning about looks being deceiving. Now it's time to solve that puzzle we started with. What in the world does this have to do with India? The poem might be talking about the Nile, but our real-world connection is thousands of miles away. We're heading over to the coast in Chennai, India. And here it is, the Madras Crocodile Bank. This is our answer. It's one of the largest reptile zoos on the planet, and it was founded to protect these amazing animals. So while Carol used the crocodile as a symbol for deception, this place completely flips that idea around. It's a center for conservation, dedicated to preserving the real animal, not the myth. It's a place where the crocodile isn't the villain. It's a crucial part of our world that needs our help. So we've gone from a whimsical poem in Wonderland all the way to a real-life conservation center in India. So what's the big takeaway from this whole journey? At its core, the lesson is simple. Appearances can be incredibly misleading. Carol's poem uses that crocodile's grin to teach us something that never gets old. You have to look past the charming surface to see what's really going on underneath. It's a warning to always be a little skeptical of a gentle smile, when it might be hiding some very sharp teeth. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. Carol's crocodile might have been make-believe, but that deceptive gilded grin you wrote about is very, very real. It really makes you wonder, where else in our own world do we mistake a cheerful smile for a genuine welcome?